You're approaching their coordinates. Yes, no?
Yes?
I understand that no matter what I say, it won't change your mind. But please be careful. First, observe them from a distance, and only then take action.
I will be cautious. Like always. Just because I'm acting against your orders doesn't mean I intend to be foolish, sir.
It's comforting in its own way that even in an act of insubordination, you want to remain professional. I'll let you know when you cross their perimeter. Once you've crossed, hide the rover. Behind a bend, or under a ledge. Telemetry observation will be vital. Once we know the camp's weaponry situation, we'll decide what to do next.
完了，这车怎么不管怎么开都是个歪的。
I've set up a warning signal. Now you're near enough that they can see the rover.
哎，好像卡这了。咦？哦，出来了。
Okay, the rover's hidden.
You've yet to find a convenient hideout for yourself, from where you can see their base.
我觉得可能要把这个车留在这里，然后徒步进去了。实在是开车太难了。
Some object is flying over their base.
Can you tell me more?
It's a field base, multi-module, for about several dozen people. Rather well equipped. There's lots of transporters here.
I'm not surprised. Missions with a large crew, transport modules were an integral part of the field camp.
Remind me, how many crew members were they supposed to send on the Invincible?
Over 100.
Great. They have a second antimat. As if the first one wasn't enough.
Is it active?
Probably not, but Proton alone knows.
What about people? Can you see anyone?
Not yet. Maybe they're hiding in modules.
Most of them for sure.
I see someone.
Just one?
For now, yes.
Is that all?
I think so.
Then please keep going. You can assume that their equipment has already detected your presence.
这个形态看着像个机器人啊，不像真
No point
人。
in further postponing the inevitable.
Still, I'm glad that I stopped. I feel better knowing that there's no heavily armed military waiting for me there.
Me too, Doctor. Me too.
这个游戏里面走路是真的慢，而且还有这种体力，就是隐形的体力条的设置，就是走着走着他就开始喘了。老实说，看不出这个设计有什么意义，因为毕竟，步行模拟嘛，你所有的活动都是规定好的，其实也不存在什么有地方需要有动作的技巧，你要走得快或者走得慢会影响这个游戏的进程，所以为什么要体力条呢？
We cannot trust the Alliance or expect them to be willing to help. If things don't go our way, I'll do everything in my power to negotiate your safe return to the Commonwealth. Worst case scenario, we'll opt for a prisoner exchange. Until then, please cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, don't resist. Astrobiologists generally do not possess information that's sensitive to the Commonwealth. At worst, you'll give away the details of our last mission. course, it'd be better if that didn't happen. But I know their methods of interrogation, and in all fairness...
Hang on, sir. What exchange? I'm not a spy, I'm a scientist.
I'm afraid that doesn't change anything. You want information about Regis 3. For that reason alone, they might consider you a spy.
But what kind of spy exposes themselves to direct questions?
A desperate one, Doctor.
Since we have no idea what's going to happen, I want you to know that you were always a fair commander, even if you were quite strict. I guess what I'm trying to say is...
Please, stop, Doctor. You can tell me when you get back. In person. Understood?
Yes, sir. How odd.
What?
There's no one here. Nobody.
Impossible. Even if there aren't many of them in the camp, someone would have known.
I'm going. What have I got to lose anyway?
Your life, Doctor.
I'm going in. Clear. For now. I can't hear anyone either. I'm at the central module. In the headquarters.
You walked in, just like that.
Yeah? The doors were open.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
I have a record of their mission. Each step, location, units, including dates.
I'm all ears.
Day 0, landing place. Their main ship's in sector AQ-28.
The Invincible? What? They didn't move it?
Seems so.
I'll try to track it down. Please tell me what else is in there.
Like us, they became interested in the ocean. They got there on the 7th day.
Quite late.
Guess they weren't in a hurry. Before setting up this base, they were stationed not far from here, but seemed very determined to reach this area. They dug a vast system of tunnels.
When did they finally get here?
On the 15th day of the mission. They conducted research and during excavations found... you won't guess. Metal structures.
So we had no chance to outrun them.
Yeah. And they were already at an advanced stage of works when we were still in orbit. In the end, they sent a convoy to a neighboring sector.
So that was their last move?
Well, there's no information about their return. Maybe I'll find them there.
Highly probable. Do you know what the current day of their mission is?
They left on the 25th day. That's all I know. Well, I can't back out now. I have to follow them.
Well, it's your decision. Although I admit I'm also starting to wonder what you'll find.
People, Astrogator. They must be somewhere.
I'm sending a satellite. Soon I'll have an image of the area where the ship landed. We'll see if the Invincible's still there.
I'll continue to search their base. I'm at the control station. Several units can be controlled from here. I wonder which... Ah, damn. One's unavailable.
Probably out of reach, or they took it.
One is a flying unit. Some sort of probe.
Flying over the base.
Correct.
Can you extract data from it?
Sure. Never too much data. Especially in the current situation. I just need to find a place to land it.
我感觉我要把这无人机开坠毁了。
I got the feed. But I can't get it to move. It's got a weak signal. Must be too far away. I'm entering the next module. I guess it's a biolab. They had the opportunity to study organisms preserved in the ocean. Oh, they've discovered...
Let me guess. Fishes similar to those on Earth.
Yeah, very similar. Apart from one. I've never seen anything like this. They discovered a new organ. Even managed to run some tests already. According to their conclusions...
Yes?
It detects electromagnetic waves. In order to develop such an organ, they must have had a strong external stimulus. They detect the waves to survive. It started rotting.
It?
The fish.
In a bacteria-free environment? How so?
All living organisms serve as breeding grounds for bacteria. And there were both fish and humans in here. No longer alive. The scientists excavated some animal remains and reconstructed their hypothetical appearance. I found similar remains underground, right after finding Gorski. I wasn't sure if it was my imagination or not. Now there's no doubt. So long ago, reptilian organisms roamed the surface of Regis 3. I could spend all day here if I could.
I'm not surprised, Doctor.
Moving on. It's still quiet. It's eerie.
致某位编辑，其负责的可耻的文章玷污了我的名誉，贬低了我的成就。礼貌要求更正文章《太阳之死》，一位科学家的威胁。刊登于啦啦啦啦上面，文中不仅出现了根本性的科学错误，而且还对我在上届大会中提出的假设进行了不当引用，附上更正。根据我在宇宙航行期间的研究，我承认氢在恒星中燃烧的时间取决于质量。但这种现象适用于所有恒星，而无论我们如何试图迷惑物理定律，都不位于，而且没有任何暗示它会位于这种现象的范围之外。根据我的研究，我保证我所述关于太阳作为主序星存在了100亿年的说法是正确的，即是说它的存在始于50亿年前，还将继续发光50亿年。消逝是一个涉及宇宙万物的过程，同样触及了他们不轻雕琢的写作和流行科学期刊编辑的成功光环。
They've got a device for intercepting alarm signals. There isn't much of it. Single record. Poor guy. He's dead. Awaited help for over a day. Critically low blood saturation. He died of hypoxia. At the time of his death, he was...
Yasna, is it necessary? This information will no longer help
near
anyone.
The city. 18561.
754. Yes. Skorsky. I'm sorry.
You lied to me. You lied how he died.
I knew you would blame yourself.
Well, of course I do.
因为我没给他
I
供
could
养
have saved him. Left him that fucking tank.
啊。
Why didn't you let me?
I made the right decision, Yasna. Given the circumstances and our knowledge at the time, there was a high risk your sacrifice would kill you both.
因为当时赶着要把他弄出去，没有给他供养，然后他就
No, Yasna. As I
这
said,
NPC 可
I
以
made
救
the
的
call,。not you.
It would be easier to think so, but I can't. One more thing. I realize we still need to work together. So, I'll submit my reports as usual. But that doesn't mean everything's fine.
Understood, Doctor. I appreciate your professionalism.
我感觉我这个一会儿从那门出去就会摸不清东南西北。
Force field's down. I opened the passage. We can follow the convoy route now.
When you're ready, Doctor. And our satellite will be over their ship. Oh, we're lucky. Clouds are low. Fortunately, their ship's not here. Neither there or...
Are you still looking?
Not here either.
Yes?
Found it. They're still on the planet. Didn't fly away.
Good to know. Thank you.
咦，挖掘现场不是这里吗？刚才看好像这边少了个防护罩诶。那让我在里面走走。
I'm leaving the base. Going after the convoy. Down you go, oh bright sun. Time to let the night in. For my legs are heavy, and the field is not inviting. Legs become too heavy. Hands become too weary. Down you go, oh bright sun. Night is not that scary. Hide behind the dark woods while we're running barefoot. Huh? Where have you gone, buddy? Astrogator, one of the robots moved away from the perimeter. It stands all by itself, on a distant hill. It's active, I guess. Doesn't it know how to get back?
Do you think it's worth investigating?
I guess everything's worth investigating now.
哇，这场景很酷，让我停留一下下，说不定这张就是我这一期的封面了呢。
Attention. Help needed.
It's broadcasting a message. One of their people is in trouble.
Sounds suspicious. Did they go away and leave someone behind? Doesn't add up.
Robot, do you understand me? He's not responding.
The robots are called Arctans.
Ah. Arctan, answer me. Over.
I confirm. Over.
Oh, you can talk to them after all. Arctan, tell me what the danger is.
Attention. Human in danger.
So much for the conversation.
Arctan, go to Arctan. Lead to the human in danger.
哥们儿感情要散架了，他走路也太可爱了吧！就感觉在生闷气那样咚咚咚咚。哦，好气，好气，好气！拍一个好像生闷气的机器人走路的背影，好像也可以拿来当封面。
I'm at the spot.
哇，这人都被活埋了，应该活不了了吧
Astrogator, we can't help this man anymore. He died a long time ago. Surprisingly long. I found his journal.
哦，全是碎碎念。看来联盟的这个班上的很没有意思啊。
Anything of importance in that?
Let's find out.
我怎么感觉这人的日记不会有什么特别重要的事情？这位社畜还是年轻呀。唉，上班就不会有什么好事，怎么能往这么乐观的方向考虑呢？ 终于到死亡了。那个曾经肿得像气球的服务员离我们只有几米远，他已经瘦缩枯萎暗淡。我盯着他的干尸，想不起他的名字。有希望了，取得了联系，一个机械师还活着，准备带我们离开这儿。他建造了某种庇护所，不知道我们能不能转移过去。我们不会放弃的，但最终还是因为死亡不得不放弃了。
Nothing useful to us.
看到别人注定会失败的这种正能量的挣扎，总是会心情很复杂。但是大部分努力都会落空的，这才是世间的常态。努力没有结果，才是我们更多的时候会遇到的情况。努力有结果，反而是少数派。原路返回去看刚才路过的那个不明飞行物。
Yasna? Everything's all right?
Yes. I just need a moment to think.
As soon as you find something.
I'll report it. No worries, sir. I found a flying saucer. It landed near the excavation site.
Don't risk trying to fly it, Yasna. Nothing guarantees it works.
I didn't even... Contrary to what you believe, sir, I don't have a death wish.
Hmm? 这个模型看着应该是能走上去才对的呀。啊，还只能从这个特定的点上去。
Well, I've got to the place where they were digging. It's hard to miss. They set up a huge machine at the center. It must weigh hundreds of, no, thousands of tons. The ship that brought all of this must be...
Gigantic, yes. The Invincible surpasses any of our units, even the largest orbital stations. In my opinion, it's a bit excessive.
Gives me the chills just knowing it's not far from here.
Well, maybe you won't have to see it at all.
There's also a couple of smaller cranes here. In comparison to the Colossus, they look like it's pups.
Yes, I got it. They are big machines. Bigger than ours.
Interesting. They found a sizable object deep underground. Stands out from the rest. It's not a part of the structures, but rather an independent, autonomous
哇哦，
machine.
仿佛是
Also metal.
仿佛吊着一个股神的头，有没有？
So,
然后还有很
a
多
robot
触手的那
or
种，
something else that finally looks
这
familiar.
这赛博股神。
It looks a lot more like a robot than the other structures. The excavator has a massive work area. They had photos of the site in the database, taken before they started digging. It's unrecognizable. Inside, there's a structure. Yes, a metal one. Similar to the ones on the surface. But these are completely hidden underground.
How far to that convoy?
Oh, not far. Even if I make a few stops, it won't take long. This mission drags on so much. Sometimes I think you're gonna take off without me, sir.
Don't count on it, Doctor. I'm not going anywhere.
Astrogator, I've already covered most of the convoy route. I'm entering a more enclosed area. A ravine, to be precise.
I see. Can I count on a tactical report?
Of course. A simple analysis of the situation won't hurt anyone.
That's for sure.
The road ahead leads straight to where the convoy was heading.
Well then, what are you waiting for? Any doubts?
No, I don't. I still think we have to go there. If they're not in the base, they must be somewhere, damn it.
So, what's on your mind?
I can just drive in there, straight to the convoy. Or try and take a side path to remain unnoticed until the very last moment.
Bold assumption. Could be an unnecessary detour. I leave that to your judgment, though. It's your call, Yasmin.
Actually, I don't think it will make much difference. I'm heading straight to the convoy. My legs feel really heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor. You certainly deserve it.
The radiation level is rising rapidly.
Yasna, be careful. Of radiation. Of other people. Just watch yourself.
Considering the radioactive environment, I assume the probability of finding people here is close to 0.
It might well indicate something quite the opposite. Human technology equals...
I found a way to the convoy. What might interest you, sir, is that it appears to be a mechanically drilled tunnel. Circular, precise.
I'm more curious about what's on the other end. Although curious might not be quite the right word. Yeah, you all right?
Yes, I am. Oh, shit. They're close. At least one. There's not a soul. I don't see anyone. Oh, no. Astrogator. They're dead.
So you found someone.
After seeing their base, I had a feeling it might end like this. Still, I wonder, what were they looking for? Was it that killed them? Just what the hell? Found the antimat. It looks damaged, but its log may still be intact.
Copy that. Proceed.
Oh, another hole. Great. I'm not sure if it's safe to go in there. Last time it turned out to be quite hazardous.
True. Maybe take a look around first.
Okay. I'm getting into the antimat's recorder. What do we have here? They were preparing for departure. The convoy's heading somewhere. They're getting close to where I am now. They're here. Sending a probe. Oh. They're tunneling their way through with a beam of antimatter.
How?
Looks like they found whatever they were looking for in that ominous tunnel. Of course. Those containers ended up in one of the transporters. I wonder if it's still nearby. Shame. The transport's leaving. Something's going on. Next slide. People rushing out of the tunnel, running from... One of the antimats has fired straight into the tunnel.
And? What happened next?
There's nothing else. Only... darkness.
Can't you see what he was aiming for?
Total panic. Everyone's trying to escape. The second antimat. That's what destroyed it. There's also a second antimat. It's shooting into the air.
Unbelievable. Both were faulty.
It's firing directly at the crew. Shooting them. One by one. It's horrifying what an antimatter beam does to the human body. Someone hid behind a rock.
How do you know?
This antimat has thermal imagery. Hiding from it made no difference. One man has raised his hands in surrender. If only a machine could take pity on him.
With a proper programming, it could recognize such gestures, but it could never feel compassion. No.
It killed him. The machine just killed him. Oh, fuck.
Yasna?
The last photo is from a few moments ago. I'm on it.
Bloody hell, so it's not dead after all. The machine that massacred the Alliance is still operational, and it could target you at any moment.
Let's hope not.
Perhaps it's best to hope. While moving away. If that's all...
What about that tunnel?
Right.
So? I'll go check it out.
I know you will, Yasna. Proceed.
I can hear a rhythmic, metallic sound coming from beyond the tunnel.
Take your time, Yasna.
I can't hear. I don't understand you, sir. The audio's breaking up. I'll get back to you once I reach the end. It's in Arctan. Coming at me. Huh. I got out. Well, inside a cave.
Yasna, can you hear me? Over.
Copy that. I don't feel too... My head feels like it's bursting from pressure.
Breathe, Yasna. You need to rest.
No. No. I'm better now.
All right, then. Can you tell me what's in there?
This place is full of metal bushes.
Same as the ones before.
Seems like this robot started a task and then got stuck in a loop.
What task?
Carrying boxes. It took one but never left.
Why do you think it's stuck?
Well, it goes in circles, using the same path. Well, the lower parts of the bushes are fruitless.
So the Alliance came to pick the fruits.
I'm pretty sure the box is filled with research material. Those fruits.
Could you retrieve them somehow?
It won't be easy to snatch a crate from its steel grip. I'll come closer first. I think their crew took some soil samples. There's this chipped rock, revealing what lies beneath the surface.
Which is more metal?
Yes, a metal interior. Roots are exposed as well. They're not embedded in any rock, but in a tissue-like alloy.
Little bushes growing out of metal soil.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
So, all the bushes in this area, and there are plenty of them as I understand, appear to grow on the rock, but deep down their roots are embedded in metal. Perhaps you should take a closer look at them, Doctor. Can you please check them, Yasser?
Do you have anything specific in mind?
Doctor, if it's all metal...
Then I'll use a detector. Right. I'm checking. Give me a sec.
Perfect.
Everything matches. There's metal all around. And the bushes have a direct connection with the whole system.
Interesting.
To the structures I saw following Gorski. Yes. Huh. Or perhaps it's... looks like 2 generations. One, old, dead, a relic. Second, these bushes grew in the remains of the former generation.
Hang on. Are you saying that this new generation is alive? And the old one used to be alive?
We can't rule it out.
And you say that as a biologist? I haven't heard you mention cells, membranes, organs, or green bodies, which leads me to one conclusion. That thing is not alive, Doctor.
Well, we used to calling all life proteinaceous, especially ourselves. But that's on Earth. The universe doesn't give a damn about our classifications.
Yasna, are you abandoning your profession? All you have learned, discovered, researched so far?
I'm just opening up to the unknown. Shit! I can't handle it anymore.
这个时候昏倒有点太不妙了吧
The robot disappeared.
You must have broken its loop.
I didn't.
Well, you must have done something. Never mind. We'll try to locate it. But first of all, get out of there now.
I found the robot. It hasn't gone far.
Good. Please follow it.
这机器人拿着样本出去应该活不久了。他不会攻击我的，他的攻击目标肯定是这些取了这个这个金属样本的这些机器人，你看吧。它的攻击目标就只有取这些样本的机器人，如果没有取样本的话，就不会是它的攻击范围，因为它是被这个金属的聚合体所操纵的。
Take care of find them the best medics.
Yasna, what do you...
Probably.
但是呢，他又不是完全的对这
Don't die on
个
me now.
有机生物入侵呀，或者是入侵者什么，他也没有这种概念，他只是非常机械的应对。假如你挖了他的这个样品的话，他会对你展开攻击；但假如你身上没有样品的话，他并不会把你视为一个入侵者，或者是需要消灭的目标。
All mine. It was my decision. I decided to accept this mission. I brought us here. Goddamn planet.
How did I survive? Wait. You said you had a choice.
Yasna, you're alive.
If you could reject it, why didn't you?
After a series of successful missions...
咱们这个领导秘密是不是有点忒多了？
And the antimat?
He decided not to shoot me after all. Please continue, sir. I'm all ears.
You will agree that we were doing very well. Outstanding results.
That's how it ought to end. Well.
Yes, I fully agree, but then it seemed... This could have been the crowning achievement of the entire expedition. Just imagine...
You could have at least asked us.
I did wrong. I know that now. I will never forgive myself for it. Neither do I expect you to.
Oh, to hell with it. I can't really blame you. After all, you're the commander. It's your job to make decisions like that. And live with the consequences.
Right. It means a lot to hear that from you, Yasna. Thank you. So, what do we do now? Will you finally let me send Hopper for you?
I can't just fly away. Now more than ever. I won't rest until I find out what happened to our people and what we can do to aid them. For now, you can forget about the research material. The only thing left of the Arctan is its feet.
Considering all the factors, I would assume everyone in the convoy is dead. If there's anything more to learn, it's from the recording devices. The first antimat told us a lot. The second one is destroyed. You spoke about the probe. Should be a valuable source of information. And the rovers. Are they on the convoy list?
I'm in the rover. Why even bother with security measures when they just leave keys in locks anyway?
Extremely unreasonable of them.
So, let's hear it.
Hello, base. This is Antka.
Hello, Antka. Tesla here. I can hear you.
Reporting. 25th day of the mission, 7:15 a.m. We arrived.
I saw it on the
We
slides.
encountered a terrain obstacle, but it has been removed.
You can skip ahead if you would.
We've established permanent access to the extraction site, separated the material for research. Now we're securing the first transport. Dr. Boza and Osterhaus have already begun their preliminary research here on site.
Gotcha. I'm passing it on. Let us know if there are any updates.
Of course. Over and out.
There's more.
Base, come in. Dr. Boza wants to talk with you.
Tesla here. Over.
We have a sort of discovery.
Oh, I'm listening.
25th day.
Base, this is Boza.
Doctor.
These tiny crystals contain highly advanced technology. Individually, they are slender and helpless. However, when in a group, they seem to stimulate and support each other, revealing new properties. At first, they started to emit an electromagnetic field.
Okay, and then?
A handful of small crystals gathered together. When in a larger group, they activated and... This is our biggest revelation so far. They started floating in the air.
Did I hear that right?
The larger the group, the easier, more freely.
Yes. Apparently it's flying.
Like a swarm of mechanical flies.
Slow down, Doctor. You say crystals, or rather flies. Which one is it?
Call it whatever you want. These creatures have a precise threefold symmetry, resembling the letter Y, with three-pointed arms connecting in a central bulge. Black as coal in direct light, shimmering with shades of blue and olive in reflected light. As my colleague Osterhaus mentioned, they somewhat resemble the abdomens of certain terrestrial insects. Is Markovnik there?
Navigator's unavailable right now.
Well, please let him know we'll submit our reports as soon as he's available. Oh, and have him send us another transporter, will you?
Autonomous robots the size of flies.
It's not finished. Let's keep listening.
Hello, convoy. Anka, come in. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. We're finishing loading. Preparing to depart.
Don't!
Gets tense.
Leave the material behind and return to the base.
But why? What happened?
Scouts came back from this whole city.
Tesla? What's going on? Hello? Tesla, come in.
Navigator speaking. Don't take anything. Just get out of there. Immediately. That's an order.
Last saved recording.
Amazing. Microbots grouping and flying together, similar to flies, capable of affecting other machines, even to the point that those affected become dangerous to humans.
The microbots, they must be dangerous as well. I don't know how, but not all people were killed by larger robots.
I think I figured it out, partially at least. The Alliance scientists were very clear that all of this had to do with an electromagnetic field, the field emitted by these flies. When people displayed disturbing symptoms, field measurements showed above average values. At first, I thought it was a sensoric malfunction, after all the machines were broken. It turns out that field damaged them. So, all the malfunctions occurred afterward.
Why didn't I think of it sooner? Prolonged exposure to strong electromagnetic fields can be harmful to the human brain. Usually it concerns long-term effects, months and years of unfavorable conditions.
Please elaborate, Doctor. What sort of effects?
Various brain dysfunctions. It may even lead to the arrest of vital organs.
So that's how... Merit.
Most probably. Another known effect of the EM field is memory loss. The human organism continues to function normally, but the human being as such is helpless, vulnerable. Like a baby, they don't understand the world around them.
Can such a person learn the world anew?
I can't be sure. There's no precedence. Even if there is room for development, learning everything all over, they won't remember anything. Even language, their past, our voyages together. Let's face it, this new life of theirs will be far from normal. They'll be aged children, walking curiosities, oddities, lab rats. All that made them gone to hell.
Perhaps researching those flies will help us to better aid our people. We're theorizing for now. Be worth examining. Confirm at least.
Got it, Astrogator. I'll search for those containers of flies.